Related to Euclid's division lemma. In this lemma, you already studied and used in Euclid's method of finding highest common factor. Now, by using that algorithm, what algorithm that was, you know. Okay, so in math of chapter number 1, Euclid's algorithm was like this: A is equal to B Q plus R. Dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, where R equal to, or R is from 0 to B, means R is greater than equal to 0 and less than B. Less than B, not less than equal to B. Okay, I give you one example. Suppose any number, suppose 20. 20 is being divided by 3, then 3 6 are 18. So 2 is a remainder, R is a 2. So it is less than B. B is 3, R equal to 2. Okay, Q equal to 6, and this is A. So remainder will always be less than B and greater than or equal to 0. Why? Because if we divide any given number by its factor, then obviously remainder will be 0. But remainder cannot be equal to or greater than divisor, means B. Okay. Now, first of all, we have to decide B when we think about any expression of a given number. According to our decided B, there are so many expressions will be obtained of A. Okay, I am taking one or two examples of any numbers. Now in particular session, we only going to take unknown numbers, not known numbers. So nowhere numbers will be there. Numbers will be there means number cannot be given there. This is a purely theoretical part. So in theoretical parts, you have to deal with these types of variable only. I am giving you only example. You cannot give these types of example in your description. Okay. For just understanding only, I can give here example. Okay. But you cannot prove, cannot answer by giving any example. Okay. So first of all, what I am going to say, that suppose you decided B as a 3, that we have to decide. It is up to us what to be decided as a B. So suppose B is 3, then I can write A equal to 3Q plus 0, because R is from, if B is 3, then R can be 0, 1, 2. Why? Look there. Less than B. Okay? And start from 0. So I can write expression of A 3. I have now taken A equal to 3Q and B R equal to 0. Now A equal to 3Q plus 1. A equal to 3Q plus 2. So we got 3 expressions of any unknown number, any positive integer, whenever we decided B equal to 3. Instead of that, suppose I decided B equal to 4. Then here 4 expression we might got it. Okay, so understand, according to your supposition of B, you can have many expression of that unknown number. Whatever unknown number we don't know. But that is, now I give you example. Suppose it is 35. Okay, so 35's expression can be written either this way, otherwise this way, otherwise this way. Any number can be expressed by this, any one of these 3 ways. Okay, so 35. Suppose I divide it by 3. So 3 ones are 3, 0, 5, 3 ones are 3, 2 left. So I can write this A. 35 equal to 3 into 11 plus 2. Okay, so we got this. Now instead of this, suppose I get another number. Suppose it is 48. 3 6 are 48. 0. So 48 becomes 3 into 6 plus 0. So we got this. Okay. Suppose I am taking 22. Then 3 7s are 21. Okay, 1. So remainder 1. So 21 equal to 3 into 7 plus 1. So this goes. But any number, whatever you suppose, it can be expressed by this way only. Why? Because if you decide this value particular, then according to that value, number of expression we get. Okay, this is theoretical part. Again, I remind you, whenever you came across any theoretical sums at that time, you feel something difficult to write it, how to describe. Okay, and for understanding also, that is somewhat different than calculative sums. So keep in mind this thing. Okay, so many students try to memorize it, but I can't recommend this way. You have to understand. You have to cultivate habit of describe these types of mathematical or logical arguments. Okay, that is a must. Okay, now in future study also, this is a very important thing. Maths is not only calculation. It is just like description also. Just like science, social, English or any language. In mathematics also, we can write something logical without any number, without any calculation. So keep in mind this thing, and that is very important because that cultivates your reasoning ability. Okay, so logical thinking is necessary behind these types of questions. So it is must. Okay, and it is useful in our day-to-day life also. Okay, in another subject also, these types of logical thinking is useful. Okay, now suppose I have written here 3, then R can be 0, 1, 2, 3. So at that time we will have, because B is suppose 4, so there is 4 expression may be there. So A equal to 4Q plus 3. You can suppose 5, 6, okay, any number. Now we start one another thing. You can say this number and this number are even. Why? This is divisible by 2. This is also divisible by 2. You can say this one and this one means 4Q plus 1 and 4Q plus 3 are odd ones. Why? Because they are not divisible by 2. You can check here. 2 is not common. Means you cannot take 2 as a common. Here also. But from these ones you can take 2 as a common. Taking 2 as a common means what? Dividing that expression by 2 only. Okay. Now here also 2 is taken common. Okay, 2 can be taken common. So this is the required concept behind our today's topic. Still, if you are not getting, you will understand whenever we will solve here particular example. So now we got to that point. Now first of all, look at your textbook, exercise 1.1, question number 2. Exercise 1.1, question number 2. What is written there? Okay, I give you short of that question. Any positive odd integer is in the form of any positive. We deal with positive number only. Positive odd integer is in the form of what? 6 cube plus 1, 6 cube plus 3, 6 cube plus 5 only. Now you can mark here, what is the coefficient of 6? That is nothing but about b. So here they gave us value of b. So we have not supposed b because it is indirectly given. If we suppose b is value 6, then only we can have these types of expression. Okay, so that is question only. Now solution. Okay, now look, a is equal to bq plus r. Every time write this Euclid's lemma at the starting step of any this type of question. Okay, so that I write again. Now if b equal to 6, we have to go through that part. Whenever we have b, at that time only we can write expressions of a. That is here given. Okay, so b equal to 6, then what I can write? Therefore a can be. If b equal to 6, then r equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 numbers be possible, less than 6, less than b. Okay, so now I will have 6 expressions of given positive integer. So I write one by one. 6q, a equal to 6q plus 1, a equal to 6q plus 2, a equal to 6q plus 3, a equal to 6q plus 4, a equal to 6q plus 5. These are expression of given integer according to d, value of d. Now look, out of 6 how many are odd and how many are even? You know what is meant by odd and even. Multiple of 2, even. Not multiple of 2, odd. Okay, so now look at this number, this one and this one. Obviously they are divisible by 2. Why? 2 can be taken as a common. Okay, so we can write a equal to 6q equal to 2 into 3q. Take only 2 common, not more than 2. A equal to 6q plus 2 is equal to 2 common, so 3q plus 1. A equal to 6q plus 4 is equal to 2, 3q plus 2. Okay, so these are even because they can be divided by 2. Therefore remaining are obviously odd. Okay, therefore now give final answer. Any positive odd integers, okay, these 3 are subtracted, 3 are deducted from all 6 expressions of given positive integers. So whatever left is automatically proved odd. If nothing even, if not even, then it is obviously odd. Okay, therefore any positive integer can be denoted as, okay, 6q plus 1. So any positive integer is in the form of 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. Why? These even are removed. Whatever left, that is the expression of given number whenever it is odd. Okay, again first of all write this one. Okay, Euclid's algorithm statements, then start according to b. According to b, write down